So Steve Kinser says, I'm not going to move, but he's going to cop the protest flag anyway. Shakes his head, doesn't like the decision. No, he's going to pull out. Is he going to pull out or tack onto the rear of the field? He says, I've had it. And the world champ pulls into the infield. Now, we got them gridded up. Surely we can get 6 laps done from here. We've got, and we're away. They've let him go. So it's Max Dumsney who's taken over the reign as the leader of this race. More drama on turns 3 and 4. And Brad Hayward skips right into the infield. Can he keep it going? Does so. Well done. Leaves Max Dumsney well out in front, though, from Danny Smith. Gary Rush up into second position, to third position. And George Tatnell now really throwing the boot into it. George would have been absolutely filthy to see what happened to son Brooke, and he would like to atone for his son, who he feels has been robbed of this race. Out in front is the Australian number 1, though, Max Dumsney. He shouldn't be headed from there. Danny Smith trying to hold up the American flag. He's got some hot foots behind him in Gary Rush and George Tatnell. And then the rest of the field have strung right out. 3 laps to go, and Max Dumsney has really scooted away with this race from Danny Smith. Gary Rush and George Tatnell in 3rd and 4th positions respectively. Then a little bit further back we see Robert Farr, who's had to have one start from the rear of the field. But as they head away now, Max Dumsney with 1.5 laps to go. Danny Smith pressured a little bit by Gary Rush, who is coming right around the outside now, but Danny Smith hangs on to second. They're on the final lap. Dumsney now goes down the back with half a lap to go. He'll be a clear winner. Good battle for the Miners. But Max Dumsney wins an incident charge race. In second position will be Danny Smith. Gary Rush will get third from George Tatnell. Then Peter Craft, Robert Farr, Wayne Skipper, Brad Hayward, the 77 of Mike Prophet, Skip Jackson, and Paul Hillman comes over the line last. But the winner, Max Dumsney, in an incident charge race, a race that will be remembered for a long, long time here at the Winfield Newcastle Motordrome. The Australian champ Max Dumsney came home first and will receive your accolades, I'm sure. He's a great driver. As the rest of the crews now race on to pick up the bits and pieces. But here he is, the current Australian number 1, Max Dumsney. Gary Rush finished second just in front of George Tatnell. Danny Smith finished second just in front of Gary Rush, and we're waiting for the drivers now to extradite themselves from their vehicles, and we're going to have the trophy presentation in just a moment. But Ross, I suppose when you look at all the races we've had here at the Winfield Newcastle Motordrome over the years, you can't get one much more incident-packed and incident-charged and full of feeling than the Winfield Sprint Car Masters that we've just seen.
Oh, Mike, that sport is as most exciting as it ever. If that hasn't excited the fans tonight, I was standing here on the infield and the stage is fitting them. I've had goosebumps up the back of my neck. That's how exciting it was down here, both on and off the track, I can tell you. But the guy who steps from the car as the number 1 tonight, he is the current Australian champion. He may have inherited a lead in controversial circumstances, but he's taken the checkered flag. Ladies and gentlemen, Australia's number 1, Max Dumsney. Max, it's my great pleasure on behalf of Winfield tonight to act as their representative. As you know, they're wonderful supporters of sprint car racing and sport in general. Would you please accept that trophy as winner of the Winfield Sprint Car Masters in somewhat a controversial and incident-packed race? Congratulations.
No worries, thanks a lot. Well, as they say, you've got to be in it to win it. I think I was a little bit lucky there, but you got to be there at the end. That's the main thing. It sure is good to be racing for Winfield again. They've been fantastic to us over the last 3 or 4 years in the ASC series, and unfortunately they aren't with us this year, but it really is good to race for them and to to win an event that they sponsor. It really is great. I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank CR&D for supplying me with the car, and my personal sponsor, Valvoline, and thanks to everyone that come along. Thank you.
Good on you, Max. There's a possibility we might be having a sprint car meeting. I know with the wet weather and the rescheduling of everything that we might be able to squeeze one in, which we might be able to have Steve Kinser back for within a week or so's time. I don't know how your schedule is, but we'd love to have you back if you could make it.
Yeah, I'd sure like to come back. I've heard there is a pretty definite thing about a week and a bit's time, isn't there?
Yeah,
so,
we hope so.
I think we'd possibly be able to be here for sure.
Do we want to see Max Dumsney back for that one? Yeah, good on you. Thanks, Max.
No worries, thank you.
Second place tonight goes to a guy who usually is out of luck here, but he's not out of luck tonight. He's into second place, the American driver, Danny Smith. Well done, Danny.
Yeah, I think I had a little unlucky in that trophy dash, but it really didn't mean anything. And I think everybody else had bad luck tonight. We weren't really that fast. We just kind of hung in there and got second. I'd like to thank the Lennigan family for getting me here, and if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be racing tonight.
Yeah, just hang on a sec. You say you weren't going so fast in that trophy dash. Boy, you were loaded up and running.
Yeah, we broke the drive line, and we worked non-stop from when it broke till they pushed off the A main, and we didn't get to look at the racetrack, and they changed the track water a little bit. We didn't get to change the car at all, so we was just kind of coming out with our setup. We was a little bit behind and got caught with our pants down.
Congratulations on second tonight anyway. Good to see you.
Oh, thanks. I'd like to thank Billywood Truck Sales and Glen Riley Cranes for sponsoring Lennigan and helping us buy some tires for tonight. Really appreciate it. I got some T-shirts, Sloppy Joes, and singlets in the pits, made in the USA, so if anybody wants any, come on over. We'll give you a good deal.
Sure thing. Good on you. Danny Smith, we'll like to see you in the pits a little later on. And third place tonight goes to Australia's Gary Rush. Gary, congratulations on third spot. It was the two arch rivals there that fought it out over those last couple of laps, and the George Tatnall served it right up to you. You nailed him right on the line. Boy, we've just had one hell of a car race.
Yeah, from where I was sitting, I don't think you'd ask for a better race. Like I was sitting in 8th position at one stage there, thinking I weren't going to improve on this, and you know, but it was very good racing up front. It was just a shame there was a few incidents there and a bit of a scuffle over in the back. The boys, sorting it out over there. But it's a shame about Young Brook. I didn't see what happened, but I'm a bit mystified what they done to Kinser. I can't. Anyway, the chief stewards, they come up with some funny decisions lately, and but I don't know what they done to him, because like
it was sent rear of field.
There's not a lot of people here tonight, but the people that are here have seen the world's best, and when they do things like that to him, they need their ass kicked.
Gary Rush is in third place. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Winfield Sprint Car Masters, in a very exciting night of Speedway, has come to an end. Thank you for